Hello guys, it's me Neeraj and this is the 14th video of AppWrite with Web. During this whole video, we will be covering three topics, that is deleting the recipe, updating the recipe, and at last we will fix some bugs and add new features. So let's get started. For that I have gone to my VS Code and opened my project. Now let me open it in my server. So this is our app till now. Now we need to add delete functionality. So to do that, let's go to AppWrite documentation and go to docs. Then inside database, we will be going to delete document. Now here you can see we will be using delete document method and pass the collection ID and document ID. So let's go to our code and open our components, that is table. Now let's add some code here. So inside delete button I have created on click, and this will trigger delete recipe function and pass the event and the document ID. And here is the delete recipe function, and this will take the event and ID, and event will prevent the page from refreshing, and this will log the document ID in the console. So let's give it a try. So I have opened my project in my browser. Now let's click on delete. So here you can see I have got the document ID in the console. Let's click on this. So the ID of this document is this. So we just need to pass the collection ID and document ID to delete this document. So let's go to our code and add it over here. Now let's give it a try. Let's delete this. So here you can see the document ID of this has been deleted successfully, and it is removed from the table too. Now let's delete this. So here you can see it is deleted. Let's go to our console and see whether it is deleted from the AppWrite database or not. So here you can see only 4 documents are here. I will be deleting this one. So let's delete and let's refresh. So it is gone. Now let's configure the edit button. Now to update our document, let's go to database API and let's go to AppWrite update document. Here you can see we need to pass 3 things, that is collection ID, document ID, and the data, new data. So we will be using update document method and pass these 3 things. So to do that, at first we need to configure a platform for the user so that they can enter the new data. So to do that, let's go to our code and inside component let's create a new file called update recipe. And let's copy this code. I'll provide this code in the description, you can copy it from there. Let's save it. We need to make one more change in app.js. We need to add router inside it. So we will be using React Router DOM to add router in our page. Let's remove this and add this code. So here you can see I have created one router, and inside that I have created a switch. Inside the switch I have created 2 routers. First one is if we will go to the home path, then this will be rendered, and if we go to the update recipe path, then this will be rendered. So inside our update recipe there is a form to enter the 3 data, that is food name, ingredients, and recipe. Let's see it first. So here you can see this is the update recipe page, and user will update the recipe from here and click on update the recipe. So let's go to our code. Let's go to table and add on click on edit button. So here you can see when edit button is clicked, handle update will be triggered, and this will pass the event and the document, this document, and after that this will catch the event and recipe. An event will prevent the page from refreshing, and this will log the recipe in the console. So let's give it a try and click on this one, edit. Here you can see food name is this, ingredients is this, and recipe is this, and these are the details of this document. Now we need to pass this document to the update recipe component. So to do that, let's go to our code and add history push, and we will push first one is path. So let's write path name, and this should be update recipe, and second one is the state, and state would be our recipe. Let's format this and save it. So when it is clicked, then this will prevent the page from refreshing. Let's delete this, and it will push to the new page, that is update recipe, and pass the state as recipe, this recipe. Now let's go to update recipe. So we will be using use location to get the state. We will create one new state of updated recipe, and we will set the food name, ingredients, and recipe to the empty string. And after we get the state, this will update the recipe, and this will set the food name, ingredients, and recipe to state.foodname, state.ingredients, and state.recipe. And after that, the value inside the input will be updated recipe.foodname. Same in the ingredients and also in the recipe. So let's see our page. Let's click on edit. So here you can see we are getting this error. So to fix that, we need to wrap this if state inside use effect hook. Now let's go to our site. So here you can see it is filled with the data that is coming from the home page. Let's give it a try. Let's click on this, edit. So here you can see food name is JH, ingredients is this, and recipe is this. Now let's edit it. So after we click on the update recipe, it will log the new food name, ingredients, and the recipe. Let's see our code. So here you can see on click this update recipe will be triggered. Let's go to update recipe, and this will take the event, and this will log the updated recipe in the console. So when we change the food name, this will set the updated recipe to the current name. Same for the ingredients and also for the recipe. Now let's update the recipe. So to do that, let's edit this and give it new. Click on update. So here you can see recipe updated successfully. Now let's go to our home page. So here you can see updated recipe is shown in the table. Now let's fix some bugs. After this is updated, we want to go to the home page. So let's add use history. Let's update this. Now it's working fine. Let's add new recipe. Click on add new. So here you can see this recipe is added at the last of the table. I want it to be at the first. So to do that, let's go to our documentation and let's click on list documents. So inside list document, you will see a property called order type, and this will set the order direction. So the possible values are descending for descending order and ASC for ascending order. So we will make it descending so that the new added recipe will be at the top. So to add that, let's go to our code. Let's go to table, and inside list documents we will see this is the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth property. So we need to add 5 more undefined. Now let's make it descending. Let's save. So we have made one mistake, that is we have added descending order in order cast. Let's remove this and add descending here. Let's save. So here you can see new recipe is added at the top. After we click on add new recipe, I want this to be cleared too. So we will fix that later. First I will add new recipe. Click on add. So here you can see new recipe is added at the top. Now we can delete the recipe, and also we can edit the recipe. Now let's fix this one. So we will be using use ref hook. Let's go to our form and add use ref. Let's see. So here you can see form has been cleared. So this was for today. See you on the next video.